action. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Minecraft single player series, episode 19. This episode is going to harken back to my roots, and by that I mean we're going to be doing the old editing style, meaning that instead of some quick cuts every so often, what you're going to see is some very obvious cuts. And the reason for this is because there was actually an original episode 19 that was already supposed to come out. However, However, the file for that got corrupted and I was no longer able to open it on my computer, meaning I couldn't edit it, meaning I couldn't actually look at the file itself and I could not check what was going on with it. Therefore, I've decided to make this more of a recap episode as opposed to a episode where we do things. For example, here we have the first railway, and this is where we're going to go pick up our trees. That way we don't have to walk everywhere multiple floors up. The idea behind this is to make a railway station. I'm going to have stations set up throughout the entire world, and in this world, all of those stations will take me to where I need to go. That way, I don't have to walk everywhere at this slow as molasses pace, and because I'm in a mine cart, I'm not actually wasting any hunger, which for now doesn't really matter because hunger doesn't exist, but it will exist in about 3 updates, beta 1.8.0, and that's something that I want to avoid. But that won't be for a while, thankfully. I've also created a plethora of rails, and it's only going to get more and more, how should I say, plentiful as time goes on. Those of you who pay attention to the audio will note that my clicky keyboard is back. And the reason for my clicky keyboard returning is simple. I'm no longer at a point where I have to leave the house frequently, meaning that I can just keep my keyboard plugged in as opposed to forcing myself to plug and unplug and just use no keyboard at all. What this will do is make my game far more responsive, but you will add the keyboard clicks back to the audio itself. I think the first video where I brought it back was the preparations for the Minecraft Battle Dome that we're going to be hosting very soon with Joe Crazy and a few other people. I'm going to try to get Sabribri to join on this one. I'm going to try to get a few other people. I'm going to try to get Muck854. Just a lot of people that have appeared on this channel or that I've seen in their content, and we're relatively close in subscriber count. I think it'll be really fun to do. It's a really fun minigame. I made sure that Joe had practice attempting to siege a base before even starting the game. I realized I don't have any food on me. Damn. Something really nice about this update is that we can now shift click, which previously we did not have access to. We need a lot of TNT for this. And by that I mean a lot of TNT, because you don't get to become the Rollercoaster Tycoon without getting the resources to make said roller coasters. How do you do that? By being economically savvy. That's right. Sort of like studio mode. Here we have to manage all of the resources to make sure that we can actually build this mine shaft. I already started building it in the corrupted part. However, like I said, you'll never get to see that. Also, I found out I can get my capes to show on Betacraft. I don't know how. I don't know why it wasn't showing them earlier, but it's cool. I like that. I don't know if that's a new thing or if it's just something that I did on accident. My personal goals at one point in time was to take an abandoned mine shaft and actually connect all the rails. And I think I'm going to do that at some point when the actual abandoned mine shaft starts spanning. But prior to that, shit, I have painstakingly walked back to where I died. Not nice. I actually liked talking and not getting interrupted. But that's the way it crumbles, right? The cookie has to crumble somehow. And it crumbled here. I don't even know where it came from either. Look. This place is completely shut down. How did it... I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, okay, okay. Let's organize my inventory really quickly. I don't even know what happened there. It was like back in season 1 where that creeper just sort of spawned right on top of me. And I mean spawned right on top of me. I went back and actually watched the video. There was no point where the creeper was visible prior to my character dying. It was weird. We just keep adding these everywhere. It lets us know that we've been here. And it lets us know even more than that. That this is a direction where we've considered mining. And you never know what I put here. Sometimes I put random tools in here. This iron shovel was in one of those sections. Okay. There's this much inventory space just to keep food on me. Why did it take where it could be the equivalent of 3 stacks of resources? I don't know. But it does. And I have to deal with it. What up? Well, we're gonna leave this filled in. Because why not? That's where the mine starts. Meaning that I've gone in a circle again. Actually, can I be this close? No, I can't. I can't because that's where the mob farm is. This is already too close. Meaning that we have effectively found a new exit and a new entrance. You know what? I know which direction I can go in. Let's take this route here. And I am kind of mapping it out like an abandoned mine shaft. These aren't usually very straight. Usually these are very rugged complexes that don't have a rhyme or reason to them until you realize that that's kind of the point. You just dig and dig until you find where you can't dig anymore. And that's where you place all the new stuff. And we're going to be building a bridge with this one. Come on. Come on. Good. I don't even care about fixing that one. Okay. All the resources. Feels good. Break. Boom. Now, part of me actually wants to start adding music to these single player stuff, but this single player let's play, I just want it to be the game, okay? The game is what I'm interested in. That's the fun part to me. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, more building. Because there's always building in Minecraft. That's what we do in this game. We could craft, we can mine, or we can use a sword if we decide. Older people are gonna get that one. I hope. I'm not that old, am I? Uh-huh. I hope I'm not that old. Because if I am that old, then that's really bad. But at the end of the day, that's the whole point, right? We have to just go through the game and attempt to maintain viewer retention. I might just make this video sped up, but who knows? At this point in my life, who knows what I plan on doing? Because everything here seems to be a part of the plan. Anyways, this is another line, isn't it? Now I need to remember, where exactly was the mob farm? F3. It'll just jump. I'm by the mob farm, actually. Hmm. Okay, because let's see. Over here, that's the exit, I believe. This is where we get out. Yeah, okay, so this is the entrance to the actual mine. So that means that the ladder is on this side, meaning that the mob farm is that way. I mean, I can just keep plowing in that direction and not worry about anything. Good. Always good to have a sense of direction, because without it, you're going to get very lost very easily within the confines of this game. And you don't want to get lost, because if you get very, very lost, what ends up happening is your video becomes very, very boring. And that's not what I want to do. I want to make this video engaging, very fun, but also more simplistic. We just gotta have some nice little relaxation in the mines. And by being in the mines for a bit, we'll relax enough, but also have so many resources that we can become the roller coaster tycoon. Yep, I've stated my plan and what we're doing in this episode. We're mining. But it's going to be interesting because I don't think you get to watch frequently people TNT mine. And actually, I want to know, is this more efficient if you have unlimited TNT after about 7 hours of just leaving your game on overnight? Because don't think I just sit there waiting all day to watch my TNT count grow for sulfur. No, that's stupid. I just leave the game on overnight, and then when I wake up, I just have a bunch of sulfur in my inventory. After all that sulfur gets collected, we make TNT with it, and bam, we have everything. Okay, I know I have the encoder overloaded, but at this point, I don't even care. If the game looks a bit buggy, then so be it. Oh wow, just all the lines apparently. Interesting. So that means I dug through this entire location. You know what? I'm curious. How far do I have to actually go before I can go somewhere? Okay, I haven't dug in there. I haven't dug there yet. How far is that? Not very. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, we definitely have resources. I can say that with confidence. Wait, did I lose my chest plate? That can't be right. No, I still have it. Okay. Yeah, there's no reason to make armor, by the way. I don't think that there's ever a point, given that even if you're wearing armor, the creepers can still one-hit KO you. And that's pretty much the only reason to be wearing armor at this point. We can't even block with the sword, meaning that block hitting isn't even viable. Block hitting doesn't come out until, I think, full release. Not full release, no, it's beta 1.8.1. I don't know if it's actually in beta 1.8 or if it's in 1.1. But I know block hitting is around there. Regardless, I wonder what would happen if I put an nether portal down here. Where would that take me? Because there's still no naturally generating structures yet. Crazy, I know. That doesn't exist yet. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, what did that break open? Big ass can of worms. That's what it broke open. Holy shit. Oh, this was back when I mistakenly mined one layer too high. Yep. I remember that. Pepperidge Farm definitely remembers that. Okay. I do want to know how long it takes for me to get some diamonds, though. That is the part that I want to figure out. Nope. This is the method, though, okay? You just dig in a straight line, you put some TNT there, and see where this takes you. Ooh, redstone. Even if I don't have that much need for it, because I pretty much have almost a double chest of redstone at this point. And that's not a lot of redstone, considering what I want to do in this game. But I also want to restrain too heavily from using redstone early on, because if I use it too early on, we're going to have the same issue that I had in progression, where all my devices were breaking, making the previous episodes moot. They were rendered completely moot at that point in time. Okay. Up next. What's next? Oh, this. More breaking of the blocks. We actually found a spider spawner down here. I'd have to go looking for it, but I know it exists down here. And I want to decorate it like an actual spider spawner from an abandoned shaft. The problem is that those spiders don't give the player poison, meaning that nothing will happen. Whoa, so much iron. Why can't I ever find gold like this? Why is it always iron or coal? Hell, I actually found more diamond in my mining trip. Now, at this point, I'm actually finding more coal and iron than anything else. But I'm telling you, I got so much diamond, I have almost 2 stacks of it. But I guess it's also partially luck based because you can't really control which ore you find. Even if you mine at the correct ratio, there's always a chance that the game generated poorly, and you're just not gonna get your generation. Although the good news is that unless factors make it so that I can't keep digging in one straight direction up here, these are pretty linear shafts. But I'm going to warn you, it is stupidly easy to get. I'm back at full inventory again. Why? Why do I keep getting to this point? You would think I would know how to avoid this, but I guess not. Also, if there's anyone has some sick beats from a video game that I can play on the videos for whenever I do some PvP action, please let me know. They have to be copyright free, or they better be from a video game that you can stream without issues. Okay. Nope. Thank you. Always like this. It's never just, hey, Miguel, do you like getting lost for 6 hours? No? Well, too bad. You're gonna get lost anyways, because this is a video game. And you're recording, meaning bad things have to happen to you. Otherwise, the recording's not fun. For who? For me, says the voice in my head. That doesn't actually do anything, because it's not real. Okay, so the voice is real, given that you can converse with it. But the actual methods is just myself talking. Because I have sanity and mental clarity, which a large chunk of people in this generation just don't have. It kind of saddens me to say that, but it's true. A lot of people don't have mental clarity anymore, which is kind of sad. I really wish that wasn't the case. But given that it is the case, so be it. Oh well. Now, I don't know how long this video is going to be. It's probably going to be maybe an hour, assuming I just don't cut out most of it. Because even if this is largely unedited in, I'm still going to make a lot of cuts to this video. Because a lot of it is just me doing this over and over again. Placing the block and then walking back for a bit. In the potentially vain attempt of locating some blue rocks. And some yellow rocks, too. Yep. Time to make conductors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's no way I have gone this long and not found anything. Not even a cave? That's crazy. You would think at least a cave. But no, I got nothing. Not even a cave. Wow. Maybe I'm weird. But you would think I would have found a cave by now. Nope. Just very sad. Very sad mental anguish. Because I do want to find a cave. 6, 7. I do want to find diamonds more specifically. Will I find diamonds first, or will my TNT run out? That is the question. How many do we got? It's looking like a 1 vein so far. It's a vein of 1. Not lucky. We finished that little trip we've gotten all of the resources that we'll ever want. I think this world looks really nice at night. I did actually wait around for not too long, just a few seconds, just so you guys can see what this world looks like at night. Because at night, I think this world looks so good. Especially if I get on this minecart specifically. So we'll follow it around for a bit until it comes back. Because this one won't stop. As long as we don't actively hit it, it'll let us in. Come on. Then we do this and just let it flick the camera with every single time it turns. And you can see everything. I think this is a nice angle to actually view the Minecraft world. I think it's very, very cool. And it's only going to get cooler as I brighten up the map as time goes on. Problem is, I still haven't finished brightening up the map. As you can see, there are still creepers and zombies and skeletons everywhere. But for the most part, you'll see them, and it'll be extremely cool. So what exactly did we obtain? Well, let's find out. One thing I got a lot of is coal. In fact, coal is absurdly abundant in this update. I remember I could not find coal in 1.19 for a long time. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And sad news is, we only found one diamond anyways. I wanted to find more, but you can't win them all. See, this is what I mean. I have an entire row of resources for iron. But for some reason, this game likes to treat me as if iron just doesn't exist. Okay, guys? It's 1984, guys. Okay, iron does not exist. There was no iron. And then we move along, cow. And then we have to store all the redstone that we got. This is what I mean. We have so much redstone. I'm not running out of redstone anytime soon. Then the coal needs to be stored as well. Good enough. Finally, we store the cobblestone. So now, if I don't have the correct key, so this is the correct key, but if I actually get the wrong key, it'll close. And it's not just any two. No. There's an actual key to it. And then this function finally works correctly. It keeps it shut, and as long as this is on, this will stay closed. Look at that. Overall, I say today was a very productive episode. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed.